Welcome to questions and answers. I thought I would jump in to address some of your questions as best as I can. So let's give it a few minutes, let people jump in, and we'll take some questions. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys have a wonderful, having a wonderful evening. Hello, welcome. So yeah, feel free to ask your questions. Okay, I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate it. Um, I'm getting it back to you, the hearts. What to do for lymphoma? Okay. Well, you should see the word lymph. It tells you straight out what's the problem. You have lymph stagnation. That's what it is. Okay. When you can't move your lymph system, it's going to start to swell and stagnate, and this can cause a problem. Okay. Remember that the human body is very simple in its function. The human body is, I like to say, is a biological electrical machine. And when there's a lack of energy flow, blood flow, nerve flow, lymph flow, you're going to have a problem. Okay, and what happens is that if the lymph system is clogged up, it's going to swell, and this swelling is going to affect the blood flow. It's going to affect your nerve flow. Okay, so your job always is to get your lymph system to move. And how do we do that? We do that with the 100% fruit diet. That's it. I would jump on the 20 to 30 dark grape only diet, and I would use herbs. You need two different kidney herbs, two different kidney teas, adrenal herbs, endocrine herbs, bowel herbs. Okay, you got to cleanse the whole body. Okay, to move the lymph system is very tough. It's in every single cell, and can take a bit of time. So you gotta be relentless. You gotta really dig into it. Okay, but that's how I would address it. This is actually a kidney issue and lymphatic issue because the kidney and the lymphatic system, they're interconnected. You can't have one without the other working properly. Okay, and it's also adrenals because adrenals fight inflammation. So you need to address the whole body and focus on that and give it a lot of time. Okay. How do you know when you have healed, specifically for hair loss? Well, if you have healed, then your hair will grow, right? I mean, there's no rule to tell you are healed. The only way you can know you have healed is if your symptoms have gone away, or if you don't have the issue anymore. That's the only way you know you have healed. Okay, so I mean, for some people it can take a week, some people months, some people a year or two. Okay, but the option. What are your options? Are you going to sit down there and do nothing and eat the same foods and pretend nothing's wrong? It gets worse and worse and worse, and you'll be worse off. So start to act. Take some action now. Okay, to act now, because if you don't act now, things don't get better. Okay, let's see. I don't want to miss any questions that came first, so I'm trying to go back. Okay. So any kind of heart issues, someone has a question about heart issues, and I define heart issues, it doesn't matter what it is, it could be fast heartbeat, slow heartbeat. In general, heart, you want to get your heart healthy, the diet is number one. You have to be on a high berry diet, preferably a high grape diet. This is a cleanse, remember, we're trying to get the body healthy, okay? To get the heart healthy, you have to move the lymphatic system in the heart. And this requires that you go on a 100% fruit diet. Okay, you also need herbs for circulation to the heart. So circulation 1 tincture and circulation 2 tinctures, what I would use. We need herbs like ginkgo leaf, hawthorn berry, fantastic for the heart. Okay, you need to get the kidneys working, because if you have a heart problem, you have a kidney problem. No one tells you this, but it's the truth. Your kidneys are the key to your healthy heart. The kidneys don't work properly, the lymph will stagnate. Lymph stagnation in the heart region will cause a block of energy flow, lymph flow, nerve flow, blood flow. You have a problem. Okay, you want to get that working well. Also, I would clean my lungs with the herbs. I would also clean the thyroid because it has an effect on the heart. I would also clean up the adrenals because it also controls the heart as well. Okay, you can see how everything's interconnected. There's no guesswork here. You fix the entire body, okay? And you take extra herbs for these parts. For the heart, it's going to be for the heart itself, for the lungs, okay, for the adrenals, okay, for the lymphatic system and the kidneys. Okay, so it's not difficult. Skin tags. Well, skin tags, any kind of tag, usually it's going to be, there are many types of it, right? But it's going to be fungal or viral. And in both cases, the same solution. You got to switch a diet. This is all diet, skin issues, diet. And when you have like moles and tags, this is adrenals not working properly. When your adrenals don't work properly, they form quickly. So you want to address your adrenals, you want to address your entire body, especially kidneys and lymphatic system. For skin, your skin is termed the third kidney. So any kind of skin issue, again, is tied to the kidneys. You got to fix your kidneys, okay? Try and sweat properly. Take effort to sweat. Use a sauna or something. Or take a long walk. Make sure you sweat and break and open up the channels of elimination of your skin. Breathe properly. Do exercise for breathing. Okay, like I said, sweating already. Make sure your kidneys are filtering, and make sure you have good bowel movements. Bad bowels equals bad skin. Okay, Bad bowel movements equals bad skin. So you fix your bowels. Very important. You do that. Okay. Thank you for the kisses and hearts. I appreciate it, all of you. Thank you so much. How to heal pancreas to make insulin again. If you have a pancreas problem, okay, think about it. What's going to affect the function of your pancreas? Acids and mucus accumulation will affect the pancreas. Okay, and usually when you have a pancreas problem, you have an adrenal problem because the adrenals control your pancreas. If your adrenals are not sending neurotransmitters to control your pancreas, you will not produce enough insulin, and then you'll have a pancreas problem, an insulin problem. So you gotta strengthen your adrenals because they deal with sugar metabolism. You gotta strengthen your pancreas, and you gotta strengthen the entire nervous system. This means clean your bowels. The solar plexus houses the nerves. Okay, clean your head, because the cerebellum has nerves there as well, okay? And then you work on your adrenals. Those three, plus extra helps for the pancreas, extra helps for the liver, extra helps for the kidneys, lymphatic system, and endocrine glands, okay? So it takes a little bit of time. I may even use a pancreas glandula for a month to kickstart the gland, okay? That's what I would do if it were me. And I'll go on an all-fruit diet. I'll use low glycemic fruits like cherries, apples, grapefruit, and pears. They are low on the glycemic scale, but watch and pay attention to your sugar, because when you go on all fruits, and your sugar will drop, and you have to pay attention to it. Okay. Okay. So says, anybody please message me if you have any tips for GERD and panic attack anxiety. Panic attacks and anxiety are your adrenals. Okay, your adrenals are weak or down. Okay, so you need to perk up your adrenals. I would use licorice root tea to help me instantly to perk it up. But you need herbs for the adrenals. If you have panic attacks and you have anxiety, it just tells me that your adrenals are weak. And if your adrenals are weak, your kidneys are weak. If your kidneys are weak, your lymphatic system is weak as well. Okay, so just the whole body, but take extra herbs and use it for the adrenals. And if you have GERD, that's acid reflux / heartburn, they're all the same. It's interstitial lymphatic congestion. Your lymphatic system in your GI tract is not working properly, so acids are burning from the inside out. If you want immediate relief, use marshmallow root infusion. Take a teaspoon, put it into water, okay? And let it sit for 8 hours overnight and drink it. And then it coats your system. Use aloe vera shots, okay, or aloe vera juice, hopefully fresh one. You can use a slippery elm. This will help you coat your and prevent the burn. But you have to address the real cause of the burn is acids, and therefore you have to get your kidneys moving, filtering, and get your lymph system moving properly to remove those acids causing the burn. And that's how you address it. Okay, this is for you, Sky. Just if you missed this, I'm going to post this video again so you can rewatch it again. Okay, but you can feel free and message me if you want. How do you get your body alkaline? Change your diet. Get your body alkaline, change your diet. Not even a question, okay? You gotta go, if it's me, I'll be 100% fruit diet. That's the fastest way of alkalizing the body. A lemon only cleanse is probably one of the fastest way of doing it, because the lemons, even though they're acidic fruits, are very alkalizing when ingested, okay? So lemons would be my safest bet if I wanted to alkalize the body quickly. Okay, so to keep the body alkaline, 100% fruit diet, lemons, berries, grapes are fantastic. You can also make sure you use the herbs for the kidneys, adrenals, lymph system, stomach, and bowels. What I call the fabulous five right here. Okay, this is the base and the kidney tea. You always want to work on your kidneys. Always want to give extra herbs for the kidneys. It's very important you do so. Chronic joints, arthritis, any kind of joint issues, acids causing it. Think about it for a second. Why would you have such an issue? Acids burning up or drying things out, okay? And when your body is highly acidic, your body is going to steal calcium and alkaline material from your bone structure. And you will definitely have a parathyroid issue. The parathyroid gland is the gland that produces mixed use of calcium. So if your body is highly acidic and your body is stealing calcium from bone, yet it's not being replaced, you're going to have chronic bone issues. Okay, so how would you address it? Stop eating the foods causing the acidity, so that there's no longer any calcium being stolen from tissue, calcium or alkaline material being stolen. And make sure you eat the alkaline vegan, which means a high raw greens, okay, and high fruit diet to provide you with all the calcium minerals you need to rebuild. And at the same time, you want to take herbs for your parathyroid gland, helps for your entire endocrine gland, but also work on your kidneys and lymphatic system, because this is a kidney issue. If the kidneys don't filter out those acids stick around and they start sucking calcium from bones and tissue, okay, and cause you the problem. So it's a kidney issue. Make sure you get kidney filtration. And it's a lymphatic issue, because the lymphatic system is what carries the waste to the kidneys. So as you can see, address the whole entire body. There's a herb you can use to help you with the joint pains to relieve it, and it's called polygonatum or Solomon seal, okay? And I would use that 3 times a day as a tincture. It's great for the joints and great for the bones. And also for bones, you can use comfrey leaf. It's fantastic for that as well. Okay. See, good question. I covered acid reflux already. I repost the video for you. Okay. If you're trying to heal any kind of ulcer, this person is diabetic. Okay, so I don't know what type of diabetic you are, but you have to fix your pancreas and adrenals, and I just covered that, so I won't repeat it, but I'll just repost the video. But you have to fix your pancreas and adrenals so that you're producing enough insulin so that your sugar levels don't bounce up and down. Okay, it can take a while, especially if you're type 1. You need supervision. Okay, but what I would do is that I would address those glands, the entire body, but address those glands specifically. Okay. And listen, if you want anything to heal quickly, you want to move your lymph system and get the kidneys to filter, because the lymph system is what's going to remove the waste and toxins that are preventing any kind of fast healing. And a good lymphatic system equals good recovery. Okay, so you want to fix your lymphatic system and fix your kidneys for this. Okay. If you filter the kidneys, is there a chance you may pass a kidney stone without knowing? Yes, it's possible. It's possible that the body will break down the stone into fine particles and you won't even notice it. Yes, definitely. But it depends on how big the stone is or how long it's been there, right? But it can definitely happen. Absolutely. I do have a simple protocol for you to get the stones out of you. It's I think high magnesium and lemon juice. And it kind of like kicks out the stone for you. It's a cleanse. How to control blood sugar naturally. I just covered that already. So please kindly, when I repost the video, you can watch it, okay? Anything for epilepsy. Epilepsy is a neurological issue. So this is a fantastic topic you bring up right here. So the nervous system, I remember I told you that the human body is, in my opinion, well, in a natural healing opinion, a biological electrical machine. Okay, we call it a machine because it's a good way of envisioning how it works. You are made of electric. Your cells communicate with electric. Your cells communicate by the nervous system. If your nervous system is weak, it's not going to operate properly. There's be lack of communication, and you have nervous system issues like what you just mentioned. Okay, anything from memory loss, from anything that has anxiety, any kind of neurological issue you may have, is due to the fact that your nervous system is not working properly. Okay, the nerves are not transmitting enough information to each other for them to function properly. So the pancreas is not working properly because the adrenals are not sending information to the pancreas, etc. Right? So you want to energize how do you energize the nervous system? Number 1, use herbs for the back of the head, the cerebellum, because the nerve center there. Number 2, use herbs for the solar plexus, it's the nerve center there. Number 3, use herbs for the adrenals. Okay, that's done. The diet has to be high fruit, 100% fruit, because it's the highest energy food out there. In angstroms of energy, when they measure energy of fruits have about 9,000 to 10,000 angstroms of energy. The human body requires 6,600 angstroms of energy. So you can see there's always a surplus. Okay, there's no other food that's higher on that scale than the fruits. So you got to go on 100% fruit diet, preferably high berry diet, to energize the cells, or the batteries of your cells, so to speak. Okay, now you got to take extra steps. You got to make sure you rest properly, because if you are stressed or you're not sleeping properly, your nervous system is weak. Okay, you got to meditate. Very, very important. I can't tell you that more enough, because when you meditate, the stress goes down and the nervous system charges up. You got to go out in nature. Okay, you gotta put your foot on the ground and let the essence of the ground get through to your body. If you have an ocean or a river, jump in it and swim. Okay, preferably naked if you are able to, because you have to get grounded to the earth. You pick up the energy. You are, like I said, you're like a battery, an electrical machine. You absorb energy from the sun. Sunbathe, preferably naked if you can. These energize the body. It gives you all the strength, and your nervous system starts to wake up. Okay, you gotta relax and sleep and rest. This is a resting modality. If you rest, your nervous system gets charged up. You feel fantastic again, okay? And for in your case, for the spasms, I would use antispasmodic herbs to help me. Of course, stay on your medication if you need it. It's very important you do so as you detox, and then you can talk to your doctor to get you off. But you can use antispasmodic herbs to prevent any spasms, okay? To kind of calm down the nervous system in the unease, so to speak. But the nervous system is a very cool thing to heal if you know what you're doing. Mold toxins. You have any kind of toxins, mold in you, it's lymphatics. You got to get your lymph system moving and your kidneys. Think about it for a second. Your lymph system is what removes waste, poisons, toxins out of your body. It takes it and it goes to a lymph node. And if the lymph node is clogged, it has nowhere to go. It will start putting in places where it can find. Okay, so you want to get rid of the waste and toxins, you got to open up the channels. You got to open up the lymph system, 100% fruit diet, herbs for the lymphatic system like poke root, red root, to move the lymph system. We use herbs for the lymphatic, the lymph nodes, okay, because they are the septic tanks of the body. All the waste goes there, they process it, and it's sent to the kidneys to be eliminated. So you need good kidneys to eliminate the poisons and mold in your body. If you don't have a good lymphatic system, you don't have good kidneys, you can't remove the waste, okay? And use herbs to help you remove all that lymphatic system and waste in the lymph system. It's not difficult. You just need to open up the channels of elimination. Sweat a lot. Sweat, and breathe properly. And you see, you give it a good chance for the body to eliminate the excess mold and toxins in your body, okay? Pre-diabetes. So let me clear this up. This is a good topic, pre-diabetes. Blood sugar issues, your body is inflamed. Diabetes is inflammation. That's what it is. People get confused with sugars and diabetes. Yes, if you eat white sugars, processed sugars from the processed foods, you cause inflammation and that can cause diabetes. But natural sugars like the fruit sugars are something that I would use personally if it were me to help me remove the inflammation that's causing the pre-diabetes. Okay, it's not difficult at all. You go on a 100% fruit diet, use the low glycemic fruits, and use herbs to target the entire body, the Fabulous 5 kidney tea at the very least, and give it time. You see all your numbers improve, okay? Don't be fooled with the sugar nonsense out there. People tell you sugar is bad. Yes, the processed sugars are bad, but not natural sugars like fruits and the sugars in fruits. Not even close. They're the only, the fruits are the only way you're going to be able to move the mucus acids affecting your pancreas and your adrenals. That's causing you to be a pre-diabetic, okay? And you definitely need to open up your kidneys. Okay. Good questions here. You guys have amazing questions. I want to thank you for coming on. It's very late right now, almost 10 o'clock. The fact that you're on tells me a lot about your drive and your goals. So I do appreciate it so much for you coming on. So how can I help myself with no thyroid? I'm taking meds, but they said that it's still low. Detox the whole body. Okay, just because you don't have a thyroid doesn't mean that you can't detox the body. Like literally, I would use a thyroid gland. I know you say you don't have any thyroid, right? But sometimes there's something left in there. Okay, I don't know if you're taking the whole thing out. I have no idea, but very often something is left in there, and the body is a self-healing machine. If given the opportunity, it can self-heal. It can regenerate. Okay, people tell you it's not true, but it's true. The body can regenerate if you give it a chance. So you got to put in the environment where that can happen. But also, even if it didn't regenerate, you'd want to be on a high fruit diet, an alkaline diet. You don't want to be on protein and starches because it's going to make things a lot worse. Okay, so I would use the Fabulous 5 kidney tea. I would use a thyroid lift tincture. I would use endocrine tincture. Okay, and maybe even a thyroid glandula to excite or to push it. That's what I would do. Okay, but remember, this is thyroid issue. It's actually kidneys and lymphatics. Always kidneys and lymphatics, and strengthen your adrenals as well. Okay. Let's see. I covered out the thyroid already. So tell me which herb off your page I can purchase to benefit the lungs, heart, and kidney. You always want to be on the Fabulous 5. No matter what you're trying to detox, always Fabulous 5, okay? Because it has herbs for the kidneys, adrenals, lymph system, stomach, and bowels. I will take extra herbs for the lungs as the respiratory tea or the respiratory 1 tincture, okay? And for the heart, I would use cardiovascular tincture or circulation 1 tincture to boost blood flow to that region. The cardiovascular tincture is fantastic because it actually has herbs like hawthorn berry in there that will strengthen your heart, okay? So that's what I would do. 100% fruit diet, Fabulous 5 kidney tea, respiratory tincture, and cardiovascular tincture. You can reach out to me, Ray of Sunshine, okay? for the steps. It's too much water bath for the kidneys. It can be, yes. It's too much water bath for the kidneys. Yes, it can be. You see, but out there, people tell you the opposite. They tell you need water for your kidneys to flush it. If your body's acidic and you drink too much water, you will cause edema. And too much water can be a harmful thing because water is slightly to the acidic side. It's nature's greatest solvent. You are actually better off going on green drinks and fruit juices plus water than just water alone, because the water in the fruits is H3O2. The water in your cells is H3O2. The water you drink from the tap or from spring water or distilled is H2O. It has to be has to be converted into H3O2. Okay, so you always hydrate faster and better by using water like this, lemon water. You see this? You see, me, I'm always with lemon water because it's alkalizing in here and it's hydrating to the cells. Okay, you add some herbs in there and you are laughing. Okay. Oh, my daughter has drainage in her throat. She says she feels liquid in her ears and running down her throat. What is good for this, or what's the problem? You have to get it diagnosed, but it sounds to me like a post-nasal drip. It doesn't matter what they call it. The cause is if I was to try and address this personally, I'll have it on all fruits. I'll use a respiratory tea, respiratory one tincture to open up the respiratory tract, from the throat all the way to the lungs. Okay, and I would clean my sinuses. I would do ear candling, eye washes. Okay, massage the back of the head daily. Okay, open up the nasal passage with a neti pot with essential oils. Open up the channels of elimination. Okay, clean her bowels. She cannot be constipated. You can't drain the acids out if the bowels are congested. So I would use the bowel strength tincture 5 to 7 times a day until I have good bowel movements. Okay, and once you open up those paths of elimination, the acids and any kind of congestion will leave, and you won't have this problem. She won't have this problem. Okay, but if you leave it and don't take care of it the way I'm telling you, it's going to get worse. It's going to accumulate. It's going to get worse and worse, unfortunately. So, me 724. Please, if you didn't get this message, you can reach out to me for help. Okay. Someone says Ray of Sunshine says I made cherries, oranges, and lime juice today. It was delicious. You know what? I love my fruit juices. I love fruits. Period. I mean, the way it makes you feel. No one can deny it. I don't know. To me, it's a blessing that we have this. What herbs can we take for an ice sty? I just covered the steps for detoxing the head. The same procedure of clean the sinuses, clean the head, clean the bowels, clean the kidneys, adrenals, lymphatic system. This is how you deal with any kind of eye issues. And use the eye wash tincture. Wash it 3 times a day. Clean the ears, ear candle. The sinuses. Massage the head. Do that on a daily basis, and you can open up the channels. And the eyes are affected because the acids are affecting it and mucus. Okay, so you gotta move the mucus and acids out there affecting it, and you see better, and you function better, you think better, as well. What is daily herbs for chronic constipation? On my website, I have one called Bowel Strength Tincture. I would use that. Fantastic for you, actually. Has the best herbs in there, like Cascara Sagrada, rhubarb. Quite a few. Gentian, powerful herbs you can use on a daily basis. Okay. Oh, okay. Can you tell me? Okay, I covered that already. What about? We must use herbs. If you lived in an era and time where you could pluck your own fruits from your own tree and eat it, and the fruits were organic and were natural, you don't need herbs. But we live in a society where the fruits are robbed of their nutrients at best. So the fruits alone need help. By themselves are sufficient, but often enough, not strong enough. So you need to add the herbs to help you. If you can't afford the herbs, then by all means use the fruits only. But if you can afford the herbs, you should be on the herbs, because herbs are there to clean and strengthen the structure of your cells. Okay, and there are herbs for every single part of the human body. So I would use the herbs. I would invest in the herbs 100% with it. Yes. Can I order the Fabulous 5? Yes, it's on my website, on my profile link. You just click my profile link and get all the herbs there. Okay. Okay. Someone says, can't wait to get the Fabulous 5, investing in it when I get paid. Yeah, you know what? This is probably one of the best investments you'll make, because it will keep you committed. The herbs are fantastic, and you're going to feel great. I'm sorry, there's nothing better than health. Nothing better than health. What to use for prostate issues, unable to urinate. If you, I would get it diagnosed because sometimes when you can't urinate, it could also be a bladder issues. It could be kidneys, and it could be definitely a prostate. But all of these three are interconnected anyway. So if it were me, I was trying to fix this naturally, I would be on a 21-day lemon-only cleanse. I said 21-day, okay? And nothing but lemons. It's brutal. It's tough. But I would be on a 21-day lemon cleanse, and I would use herbs for the kidneys, adrenals, lymph system, stomach, and bowels. Extra herbs for the prostate. 2 different kidney teas, 2 different kidney tinctures, an adrenal tincture, endocrine tincture, bowel tincture, and I'll be relentless on the lemons. That's it. Okay. You got to open up the channels of elimination, sweat properly, breathe properly. Make sure you're not constipated. If you are, use the bowel strength tincture. Okay, and you'll be fine. Gives a little bit of time. It can take longer than 3 weeks, but I would start with 3-week cleanse. I just had my kidney tea before bed. That's so cool. Yeah. Okay. I mean, guys, I so many questions. I'm so grateful for you. Like, seriously, more than you know. And unfortunately, I can't answer all of them. But please send me your questions to Messenger or on Facebook, okay? I will answer them. But when you send me messages on Facebook, I copy and paste the response because I have them pre-written, most of them, at least the steps. And then I can answer you more more completely. So take the time, write to me on Messenger and on Facebook, and I will get to you. Okay, this is my honor to help you in any way, shape, or form. You don't understand. It means a lot to me. But no matter where you are, I always tell you, start with the Fabulous 5 in kidney tea. It doesn't matter what you're trying to heal, because you have to get the body alkaline, and these herbs are there to help you get there. Okay, so don't wait for me to respond in that regard. Change your diet, 100% fruits, and use the Fabulous 5 in kidney tea at the very least, okay? Fabulous 5 in kidney tea. And just start your journey. And I'm telling you, you're going to feel great, and you're going to see the power of the fruits and the herbs. And you know that you're doing the right thing, okay? So keep safe. Any questions, feel free to ask me. And thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. I'll be back again.